Stream Elements. Welcome to my channel. Stream Elements bot running robot face.
Hello. Hello. And now it is time for you to meet the one, the only FrenzicRevoke. He is now live on Facebook. Scratch that. He is live on YouTube right now. Look at your king. Hey guys. Hey guys. How's it going? You know, it's been a while, you know, it's been a few days, you know, haven't been here in a while, you know, weekend and stuff. But now I'm here.
Lee.
But now I'm here.
Welcome to my channel.
I'm not even late. I'm
Why
here.
you late?
I'm not even late. I'm here. Here, dude, I'm not even late, bro. I'm here. I'm here, bro. I'm not even late, dude. That's crazy. I'm like, why am I late? Yo. All right. So the thing is now, we gotta look at a new car for me.
You 10 minutes late.
10 minutes? It's 9:36. If anything, I'm only 6 minutes late. And I went live like 3 minutes ago. So take that in half. I'm only late by like 3 minutes. Yeah, so almost late is already early. You know, I'm early for the next stream. All right, but you know, so I learned some new stuff today. All right, this music is way too hard. Slow it down.
Cowboys 24, Tom Brady 0. Oh my gosh.
All right. Football words. Okay, so there's a new problem now. All right, so you know, yeah, I remember. Wait. All right, so here's the thing. I remember I was looking at a bunch of cars and stuff. I was like, yeah, so probably within the next year I'll end up buying me a new car. But you know, one of the cars, I was looking at a few different cars. I was looking at the Kia Stinger, the Genesis G70, Alfa Romeo Stelvio, and I was like, you know what? I should do some research on some of this stuff. And you know what? Honestly, this is one of the videos I found, and I had to remove a couple cars from my list. So instead of it being 3, it's 1. But now I have to add more cars because, you know, I want options. I you know. And this is what is happening near me.
At night. Milwaukee police say they are looking into what they call a disturbing YouTube video about the Kia Boys. The video shows teens in Milwaukee recklessly driving a stolen car.
At one point, they tell the camera it's going to be a bloody summer. Cassidy Williams spoke with the man who made the video. Cassidy joins us live in studio now, and you asked the creator why he filmed it.
Tommy Gershesky, known as Tommy G on YouTube, posted his Kia Boys documentary yesterday. He says he wanted to give the Kia Boys a chance to tell their story, but at least one reckless driving advocate worries it could make other teens want to join them.
Today I'm going boots on the ground, cover a notorious group of kids, the Kia Boys.
In a 16-minute video posted on YouTube, Tommy G spends time with the Kia Boys.
You see people running for their life up there, dude?
Several teens show him their typical afternoon.
You said you wanted to talk about this movie.
Initially I was kind of disgusted because it seemed to make just a big joke of the whole thing.
Jordan Morales lives in Sherman Park and has been an advocate for safer streets in Milwaukee.
Okay, so Kia Boys. Let's find the documentary on the Kia Boys, which is Tommy G
Could
here.
you show us how it looks to steal a car?
I can show you inside your car.
What? Here, guys, this is what I'm going to do real quick. All right, now we're good to go. Hello, everybody.
All right,
My
we
name
can
is
talk about that
Tommy
later.
G, and today I'm going boots on the ground, cover a notorious group of kids, the Kia Boys. These kids are legendary for the amount of cars they are stealing in Milwaukee. Just last year alone, they've stolen 10,000 cars, in particular
10,000
Kias
cars?
and Hyundais. Let's roll the tape so I can show you what they do.
Bro, look at these dumbass Kia Boys. Oh my God.
Bro, look at this. Bro,
Today we're going to be talking to the citizens of Milwaukee.
Do you see the
getting their
damage
take
they're
on the
causing?
Kia Boys and the Kia Boys themselves. Let's begin this story. I feel like a little bit of a war correspondent in my own city right now. I believe everybody has a heart. I really hope to find it in these Kia Boys. Have you heard of the Kia Boys? Have you heard of the Kia Boys?
No, I haven't. I didn't see a lot of it on the news. Yeah, I heard of the Kia Boys.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard about them.
How do you describe what the Kia Boys do?
I don't know, just get out their way, they hot.
Yeah?
They hot.
They break into people's hard-worked cars and take them and destroy
I didn't leave
them. Now
work
they
till
just do
5
it to destroy
today.
our city, and it's not right.
If you were mayor of the city, what would you do about the Kia Boys?
Try to make a difference, you gotta start making examples.
that's the time I left.
Mayor, you know, he got his own car shot up, so he doesn't really know what to do. Yeah, I don't know, maybe we need
The mayor got his car
So
shot
some
up.
Jump out boys and make, undercover, get their asses in and clean up the city.
What if you were mayor of the city? What would you do?
Lock their ass all up.
If I was mayor, I would propose your first offense as a Kia Boy, you have to do 1,000 hours of trash cleanup.
That don't help him no more, man.
No?
No. The world messed up.
Then ain't gonna
What
do
should the
it. Then ain't gonna
punishment
do
be
it.
if you get caught stealing a car?
Give them some time. Sit their ass
2
down.
years, 4 years, 10 years?
A good 10, 20 years because that's
Damn.
hard-earned cars. And look at what I'm driving because of the Kia Boys.
A Kia Boy stole your car?
Yes. Can't take the kids to school, can't make appointments, gotta call it to work. So it's tragic. It was sad and tragic. I cried.
Was it a big
Damn.
financial hit to you?
Definitely.
Get time as an adult.
2 years, 10 years?
10 years, and keep his ass in there.
What do you think should be done?
I don't know, you gotta catch them niggas, they be going too fast, I don't know.
Okay, how many years should someone get for robbing a car? Like, what's a fair punishment? I don't want to put a kid in jail for life, but I don't think it should be a slap on the wrist.
I don't think so either. I don't know. I can't say.
Okay.
I got boys, and if they go to jail, I feel bad.
I'm 60 years old. I go out there and steal a couple of kills and try to rake and race and fuck up and kill somebody. They gonna give me 25 to life, player.
If we were cellmates, I'd play chess with you.
Thank you. I play. I like it.
Yeah? Do you know anyone who has had a car stolen?
Bro, get on my face.
Do you know anyone that has gotten their car stolen?
Yep.
Multiple people or just one?
Multiple people.
Yeah, I have 2 or 3 friends who they have still their car. Yeah.
Guys, this is a man with multiple people in his circle that has had a car stolen. That is crazy. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
If you had a message for the Kia Boys, what would it be?
Kill your little asses out.
Stop ruining our city.
Stop before you get killed or kill everybody else, man, while you out there doing it. Stop doing it.
Never see your family again fucking with some of these people.
Maybe if you work and do something for yourself, you will know what it is to have something instead of
Can
taking
you
from
spin the
people.
Do you feel like
basketball
there's hope
around
for
with
them
your
in the future, or
finger?
do you think they're too far gone?
For everybody. This house for any and everybody.
all depends on what you shift your mindset to.
It makes me sad to see the Kia boys. Those are young kids doing all
Young
this.
babies, man, but they don't understand what they're doing. A 3-year-old know when he's doing right or wrong.
Let's say you were the mother of a Kia boy. What would you tell your son? Yeah. See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. They gave these out for free because that's how much the Kia boys are doing work around here. We had multiple people that we interviewed in just a span of 15 minutes know somebody or themselves personally that had their car stolen by the Kia boys. That is fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
It's scary to think I'm going to meet somebody that seems to have no regard for human life. They will steal your car, all your shit, just for a joyride. And their violence has been so notorious that the city of Milwaukee had to cancel a fucking basketball game watch party because these kids are so violent.
What it do, bro?
What up, big dog? I'm on your block.
Shit, I'm on your block.
All right, we're here, we're live. How you guys doing? What can you tell us about what we're about to see right now?
Man, my little niggas finna hit the corner and go crazy.
How many Kia boys do you think there are in the city? Hundreds?
There's Kia boys, Sonata boys.
Are there any Chevy boys? I hope not, because I got a Chevy over here.
It's a whole tutorial on how to do this shit on YouTube. If you see a nigga walking around with a Charger like this, just know he's probably gonna steal your car.
I'm Tommy G, and I'm here with...
My name's Sunny.
I'll call you Marvin the accountant, okay?
All right.
So Marvin, when did you start getting into the Kia business here?
I ain't gonna lie, like shit. 3 summers ago, that's when it all started, Hyundais and Kias.
Do you get nervous before you do that?
Hell no.
I'm gonna film you guys, but I don't think I'm gonna get into a car with you because I feel like I might die. Are there Kia boys that have crashed a car and died?
Yeah, the wildest thing I ever seen, somebody asked to drive and then they crashed, they flipped the car in less than 20 seconds.
Hold this in front of your face while you talk. No, I'm just kidding. We'll have to find something for you. Here guys, this is what I'm gonna do real quick. All right, now we're good to go. What percentage of Kia boys stay strapped when they ride around town?
I ain't gonna lie, at least 60%, 60-70% always got guns.
Do your moms know that you do this?
Shit, she know I got a case for that shit.
Exactly, moms know I got a case for it. That's a
What does she say? Does she tell you like, hey, you can't be doing this?
Yeah, she tell me not to do it. I be listening to her too. I don't be doing
Only got caught one time. So she think I'm done.
I don't condone this either, y'all. I tried to stop it. So.
Yeah, what's your advice to these young guns out here?
Man, stop doing that shit. Pick a bag up, line your lines up, you buy your own car.
Most of the people stealing cars is kids, so they get a slap on the wrist and get right out.
What up, big dog? How you doing? You got the Cartiers looking fresh, man. Good to meet you. I'm Tommy G.
What's going on?
So have you heard of the Kia boys?
Yeah.
And to people that haven't heard about them before, how do you describe them?
Shit, they Kia boys. Yeah, they do their thing for real. Watch out for them, but I fuck with them though.
If I drive a Kia, should I be concerned?
Oh yeah, most definitely. They come to get that.
What advice would you have? What would you want to say to a Kia boy?
Man, shit, be safe. Be safe. It's rough out here.
Is this block about to get crazy or what?
Hell yeah.
What's the most daring or brave thing you've done in the car?
He was out the sunroof driving.
Did you think you were gonna die?
Hell no.
Are you scared of death?
Shit, hell no, that shit gonna come.
But maybe it can come a little bit later, not today when you're driving out of a sunroof.
Bro, it's crazy how they think about this stuff.
Crash, I got it.
If you had to guess, the average Kia boy out there, 30 cars, 50 cars, 2 cars?
People be on sprees, because some people don't know how to drive, so they gotta steal so many cars because they run through them.
Because they crash them?
Yeah, I know people who got like 200 car thefts, 300 car thefts.
What? And are you scared of potentially ever going to jail? You ever think about that?
No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm only scared of the black truck shit. Fuck the police, I ain't gonna lie. I'm only scared of the black truck. Other than that, fuck the police.
Have you thought about how you would spend that time?
Shit, you only gonna do like 3 weeks shit. It's a misdemeanor.
You only do 3 weeks for stealing a car?
Hell yeah, it's a misdemeanor shit.
So is there really no punishment for this?
Hell no. It's the high speed, that's when you get a felony.
How old do you think the average Kia boy is?
12, 11.
12, 11? You know what I was doing when I was 11? I was catching frogs and shit. Uh-oh. Hey, watch this, watch this, watch this. What?
Man, he ain't turned nothing up though, but the car. Hey, what's that fat bitch on the car talking about?
Bro,
What did we just see right now?
Man, you just seen the smacking ass shit, nigga. That's some smacking ass shit, man.
How fast do you think they were going?
He tried to
like
eat
80.
that
He was
motherfucker.
going like 80 trying to eat burnt that motherfucker.
So do you guys go to school or you just skip school and steal cars all day?
I go to school for
I go to
sure.
school.
I need my education.
So what do you want to be when
I
you
need
grow
my
up?
education.
Shit, rich shit, whatever comes with it.
I mean, do you see yourself being
rich,
an
whatever come
astronaut,
with
a
it?
fireman, a mechanic?
I ain't gonna lie. Entrepreneur. I want to do HVAC. I ain't gonna lie.
HVAC? Dude, that's a really good profession. I feel like you guys would be perfect mechanics, you know what I mean? Like, you already are in the business of cars. Do you know that this city is scared shitless of this right now? The whole city of Milwaukee is pooping their pants because of that shit like that. I feel like I need to move my car off the street. All right, guys, honest question. So if that car would have gone out of control and swerved and hit me and I died, what do you think should happen to the driver?
Yeah, you should have got out the way.
If the car hit me, it would have been my fault.
Hell yeah, you should have ran when you seen that motherfucker.
People know when the Kia boys come through, get up out the way.
Would you guys even have cried at my funeral and brought flowers or anything?
I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't even know you that much to be crying.
But I'd be like, damn, bro, shit. I'd be like, damn, bro, I got
I asked them if it hit me, they said it would be my fault.
Yeah, they said shit, you should have got out the way. Yeah. Listen, and that's the fucked up part because they dead serious.
That's a fucked up mentality.
It is, and it's like they don't got
You should have got out the way.
sense of sympathy or nothing like no more, you know what I'm saying?
Because
Like,
they could be stealing a single mom's car that if she misses that car, she gets evicted from her place and her whole family's life is fucked.
People always say you're supposed to offer them guidance and direction. How you gonna offer somebody that don't want nothing, that don't want to listen?
What do you say to people that say, hey, they just need a better family structure, they need a male role model?
I mean, that could be true in some cases, but some of these people have that. A lot of these kids really good kids, but they followers. A lot of kids really at home a lot by themselves. Mom's working second shift, trying to feed 4 or 5 kids, so they at home, 16 and 17 years old at home. A boy gonna do what he want to. I did.
I mean, a lot of kids got good parents. When you come outside, you're gonna do what you want to do, so you really can't blame it on the parents.
No. Young men like to push the boundaries.
Yeah, I think now with these cars, they testing the boundaries of death almost.
They really are. I mean,
They
that
are.
was crazy.
That's
They could have
crazy.
driven through that car right there.
Yeah, hell yeah, they could have hit that curb and started flipping or anything.
Should we check out the aftermath?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
All right. Okay, so we have to be ready. If they swerve back around, we have to hide, dude, because I don't trust these guys to drive properly. All right, so look, see all these tire marks? They swerved into someone's front yard. Look, right here and right here, 10 feet from the school. We're gonna interview a lady that almost got hit. Are you okay? How close to you did that come?
Like, pretty close.
That was fucking crazy.
That was wild. Some wild shit.
Is that normal? Have you ever seen something like that before?
Yeah, every day.
Every day. That
Every day.
wild?
Yup.
Y'all got a hood pass courtesy of the mob. Gotta watch y'all because they get kind of treacherous over here.
Dude, and I have a girlfriend I love very much I need to go home to.
You gonna go home tonight.
She's my sweet cheeks, you know what I mean?
My sweet
My sweet
What
cheeks.
happened over there, man?
Man, he was doing 80 and tried to e-brake. Can't do that.
The guy's on the fucking car. Oh fuck, my car's up there. I don't want my car. You see people running for their life up there, dude? Did you see that?
Well, shit, they said get out the way.
These kids are gonna fucking die. I'm getting scared watching it. I'm not even in the car.
Hey, y'all see that we Hot Wheels? We like the Hot Wheels on this bitch. You see how fast we put the tire on?
That was crazy.
Hot Wheels, man.
You got some cojones, man, that's for sure.
Hell yeah.
Have you ever gotten into a police chase before?
They can't chase cause they can, but like after you doing so much dangerous shit, they gotta terminate it.
You're a reckless man, you know that? Are you ever sitting in the back of the car thinking, I really wish I wasn't here because this is scary as fuck?
No, I don't drive in the back seat. If I'm in the joint, I'm in the front seat.
So either you're driving or nothing?
Yeah.
I'm Mr. E-Brake. They call me Mr. E-Brake.
Where do you guys put these things?
Shit, this what you do. You ride through the hoods, you see a abandoned house, and then you see if they got an open garage. Shit, the garage open parking it. Sometimes your car be there, sometimes you won't. Shit.
Hello, sir, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I hope UPS gives him an extra little kick for this route, because this is crazy. Sir, can I ask you another question, Professor E-Brake? How are you going to be an
Professor
astronaut
E-Brake.
or an entrepreneur if you're getting yourself into trouble with these Kias?
Bro, this is
I don't
insane.
do garage joint shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, the only time like I get in a stolen car, say if my boy called me like I got something fat, I'm like, damn, I gotta drive that. I ain't drive that yet, so shit.
Does being a Kia boy get you chicks?
I ain't gonna lie. Bitches suck your dick. You pull up in the joint. The bus just hit you.
They hit a bus?
Bro.
Son Hybrid.
How the bus hit
Welcome
you,
to
bro?
my channel. They all got masks on, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
Right.
What I just tuned into.
What day is it? Tuesday, huh?
I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
another Tuesday for
I was
you.
thinking about getting me
Can you
a
describe what you're doing right
getting
now?
me a Kia Stinger sometime around the end of the year or something.
Very well.
How do you actually steal a Kia? Is it an easy process?
Hell yeah.
Can
But you
show
feel
us
me?
How it looks to steal a
I
car?
ran across this video.
Okay, let's do
I
a
don't
simulation
want it
of
no
him
more.
stealing my car.
You got a flathead. You stick your flathead right here, and then you want to pull down, and then break it down, and then it's gonna be like a little silver piece. You just put the flathead in there, you just break it. Then you started with a charger piece, like this. Like if you used to have a Honda Air Q, you don't never supposed to leave a plug-in piece right here, because you see how fast I reach right here. It's an instinct. I would have been gone in your shit.
Sure, I would have been very sad if you stole my car. And can you picture me at my house crying when my car's not there anymore?
Yeah.
And what do you think about that?
Shit, you got insurance?
What if I don't, though?
Shit, should have had it. That's illegal.
Do you know any keyboys that have been shot at while stealing a car?
Yeah.
You have friends that have gotten in trouble.
He said you should have had it. That's illegal.
In jail right now.
Yeah.
Bro, he ain't never just say that though. Bro,
I ain't used to do no shit like that back in my day.
See, and that's what I say, like, not
to that extreme.
This shit changed so much.
Go, roll. Oh, shit. Oh, my gosh. Hey, not the Chevy, though. Not the Chevy, though. Don't hit the Chevy. Hold on. And this is why I need help on my Patreon. We're trying to take shit to the next level right now. We're doing more angles, more cuts, more scenes. We're on the block kind of doing dangerous shit. This is some wild shit, so Patreon link in bio. Every time they pass my car, I'm like, please not my car, please not my car. These kids is like fucking ping pong to them. That's how casual they are about stealing a car. Should we clear out of here?
Yeah, they calling the police.
Okay, shit's getting hot.
Yeah, hell yeah. Y'all see I wasn't gonna smack that motherfucker. I told y'all.
Bro, going bad.
I'll tell you guys like this, all right? First, thanks for giving us a show. That was fucking something I've never seen before in person. The other thing is, as like a big brother, I just hope that you guys stay okay, stay safe. I don't want to see anything bad happen to you guys, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
yeah.
make sure y'all blur out the plates.
Yeah.
Cause they had charges with that shit.
But I wish the best for you guys. I hope you stay safe. Or maybe you become a professional boxer. Maybe you become an astronaut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Want to do
so
HVAC.
you guys got any final thoughts or anything you want to say to the camera?
Nope.
What about to the people in Milwaukee out there?
Man, stop trying to crack joints down. Stay dangerous, man. Summer, bloody summer, man. Y'all, a lot of niggas gonna die. It ain't meant for a lot of niggas.
No bullshit, no.
All right, guys, take care. That's it. That's the Kia boys. All right, let's get out of here before the cops come out. Fellas, I think it's time to skedaddle, as they say. Okay, good meeting you. Let's get out of here, okay?
At this point, they might as well just be professional drivers. And I don't even want my car. No, bro, they even cutting off the bro, I seen them.
Oh yeah, MK been known for stolies.
Man, bro, what I see, bro, they Bro, so somebody had. Damn, why you coming here making all that noise now? Bro, so they had one of these. They had one of the steering wheel locks. Bro, they went in and cut the steering wheel lock off the steering wheel. Bro, that's when I knew. Bro, I'm not finna get one of those cars. You know, I wanted one, but the Kia Stinger is an amazing car. It's an amazing car, but I'm not finna get one though. Man. Oh well. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Yeah, Kia easy.
Yeah. Damn. That's crazy, bro. Gotta get rid of all. Look at all the Stingers on here. There's a Stinger right here. That's an Aston Martin. No, I ain't getting one. No. Actually, we need to watch this video. We ain't seen this one yet. This one just came out. That one just came out. Another Kia. Camaro. See, I want a Camaro, but the way they drive, and I can't ride in the snow. Or at least a lot of snow. Then I was thinking about the Genesis. The whole Genesis brand is made on a Hyundai. Same thing. I'm out here hurting. I'm out here hurt. I don't know what to get now. So look, Genesis. Oh, what is this? Actually, I want something slow. A little bit. Actually, what's this? Let's see what they got here. No. No, not that one. All right. Man. Damn. Hey, what's some decent cars out here now? Mustangs and Camaros, the same thing. Volvo. I spelled that wrong. What's this?
This Swedish company building cars keep you planted to the road. Now, there are gives us that sporty intention, but wait until you hear about the horsepower underneath the hood.
Wait a minute. No, not that one though. Not that one. That's the 60. I don't need the 60. What's something in the middle? What's something in the middle? Because right now I think a 650 same size as the
What's your dream car?
My favorite car is the Camaro. Actually, my favorite car would look like this.
I want to duel you.
Did you download it yet? And then did you get your numbers up? This is what this is something that I would want. But the thing that's keeping me away from it is that I live in Wisconsin and it snows. So I need something practical in the wintertime. What's this?
If you're thinking about like what does this compete with, 7 Series for sure, S-Class, Mercedes-Benz style. That's where we're going.
All right,
now,
so
starting up
this price is finna be crazy.
You are gonna get
all right, so he checked the engine.
This is what Volvo calls it their Thor.
All right, so this is where he.
Well, Joe, this thing's kind of cool. I'm really interested in a luxury.
It's probably like 90,000, 80,000.
I want something different, but I want something safe. How much is this? Now, before I get to the price, let me tell you a little bit more about the fuel-saving capabilities. Yes, you have around 35 miles on pure EV power, but you're also going to get combined MPGEs.
All right,
you're
talk
looking
to
at
me.
60 MPGEs. If you're just talking about straight up MPGs, around 30 combined city highway driving. Price for this S90, the way that you see it, MSRP right around $70,000. Let's see
Yeah.
what you get for the money.
All right, so
Look
we're
at the
gonna go
door
ahead
panels.
back out to this one.
Love what's going on there. Look at the beautiful.
That's a little bit too far. That's a little bit too far. And this car, the S, is there a S, like an X70? S. I'm tripping. S70. They stopped making them. Okay, so they don't make them no more. Dang, I gotta. Not interested. Just get them out. Get them out. I don't even. The Blazer look kind of fire too, though. I need to share this on. Let's share this content over to Facebook real quick. Post on Facebook. I spelled YouTube wrong. Wow. Okay. All right. So what I need here, Camaro, favorite car. At this point now, I'm way too close to Milwaukee to be out here in a Kia or a Hyundai. I don't like Chargers. Well, technically, I like Chargers. I don't like the interior of Chargers. Dodge Chargers. Go ahead and get it out of there. Matter of fact, I was looking at the Kia Stinger at the dealership near me, and I was like, oh yeah, cool, you know, that's nice. So I went into the Carfax on it. It turned out that this car was stolen like 6 months after they bought it. And then they got it fixed and sold it back to the dealership. Which is insane. Genesis of Dublin. No. Genesis is Hyundai. We don't want Hyundai. The Stelvio is one of my picks. Tesla would be a pick if I had a garage that I could charge it in. I don't have a garage that I could charge it in. Range Rover Sport. Let's check out the Range Rover Sport.
Off-roading. What a lot of people don't understand is that Land Rover not only off-roads, but they also bring a lot of other performance as well. Now for 2022, they wanted to have a special edition because we're getting to the end of the line here with these supercharged SVR beasts from Range Rover. So what they want to do is they wanted to really make it the biggest they could when it comes to luxury
Mr. Green,
and performance. So
welcome
that's
to
why
my
they're calling
channel.
it the
What up,
ultimate
G?
What you
There are
up, G?
3 color choices. We have
What up,
mauve
G?
gray. There's
Oh
also
yeah,
a
Kenyon.
blue
I can
and a
spin
black.
I can
All
spin
of them
a ball
with
on my
the
finger too.
two-tone setup, and all of them with supercharged V8 performance and extra style.
All right, I don't want all that in there. Give me something a little bit. Give me
How's
something
it
a little
going?
bit. All right, so you remember we were looking at all those videos about
You still getting that, Maro?
Mero? No. So the thing was, all right, so the first, all right, so a couple things going on here.
It's green time.
Okay, couple things going on here. Remember we were looking at the Stinger, the G70, the Mero, and the Stelvio. The Stinger and the G70 are completely off the board thanks to the Kia boys. I refuse to get a car that's that oftenly stolen by people that close to where I live. And that I occasionally go. I'm occasionally in the Milwaukee area, and it's not worth it. So now I need some replacements. Ooh, that's up there. That's up there. All right, we not up there yet. Let's see. What do I want? What do I want? Bro, get these off of my. I'm not interested in there. A Jag?
What are you looking for? Like what kind of car style?
I don't even know no more. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore, you know. I didn't really want to go with an SUV. I kind of wanted to go with a car.
For the first time ever, satin finish.
Oh my
the special
God.
SVO option
Oh
on
my
this
God.
F-Pace really shows every line.
Oh
and
my
it's got that
God.
British Racing green connection. Starting at the front of the business, you are going to get updated front end features. That headlight housing, love the way the hood creates more of that design.
I don't want anything.
With the
How
headlight
would you
housing
feel
in
about a
combination, you're gonna have
2005 Cadillac
blacked out
CTS?
interior,
I don't want
LED,
anything.
those J-shaped LED daytime running lamps, LED headlights, looking slick, looking very aggressive. Working our way down. Talk about aggression. Look at the size of this corner air intake. Fully functional to bring all that nice, cool, dense
I want things
air to the heat
where I'm gonna take it
exchangers,
in.
and it's got a functional
I'm gonna buy
side
it,
air curtain for
get it
aerodynamic
taken in,
efficiency. A little
and
bit
have
of gloss
everything
black.
repaired.
You're gonna
New
get this nice
LOL.
flat metallic gray.
I want
that
whatever
kinda wraps around and
whatever
comes
I
the
get
inner
to be
portion of the
be
front
covered
grille
by
area.
whatever
Now,
warranty
as
I
we
get.
slide
I
across,
want to get.
it's that grill-shaped design, oval design with that metallic flat gray around the perimeter.
With a
We got
nice
that
interior.
Jaguar badge that's about to bite you right in the neck. Forward-facing
I do like
camera,
these.
gloss black, fully functional, and there's the badge of honor, SVR. S up onto the hood. If you were to buy a Shelby GT500 and get the over-the-top painted stripes, that costs $10,000 just for stripes.
I don't want
so at
stripes.
least you're getting the whole vehicle painted this beautiful color. Coming around the, what do we have? More functionality. It really goes, if you notice the design to help channel that air as you're going down your favorite twisty road, maybe around the
That's nice.
all-wheel drive, but it will transfer in there. That way it's not a fake vent. They updated the taillights, LED design, blacked out on the badges with the F-Pace.
But it's
Looking
crazy.
great. Struts underneath, I'm happy to report, no plastic covers. You could actually see the supercharger mounted up top. Love
Is this a V8?
how you get to see the inner
These are
bits
diesel cars,
rather than
though.
a bunch of plastic covers. But what are we looking at? We're looking at that 5-liter supercharged V8. For 2021, we now have 550 horsepower. That's 45 horsepower more than last year's.
That's crazy.
516 pound-feet of torque. All right, guys.
Hold on.
The days are numbered for this power plant, but why don't we go ahead, let's fire it up and hear this cat sing.
Bro, this color is crazy. Oh, shit.
Cowboys will officially move on to second round of playoffs to face San Francisco 49ers.
See,
Love the
all right, this
two-tone
car is outside my
in
price
there.
range, though.
Going from the door panel to the dash, same story. I'm digging.
I can
this
see you
nice
may be
silver
driving a
trim,
Cadillac
the
2020
Alcantara with the
CT5.
leather, the tan with the stitching. This is all new for 2021. That's over 11 inches of infotainment screen display.
I
like
like
the way
this.
it's got a nice curve to it. They upgraded to the Pivi Pro system, and it's so intuitive. You got your navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the features that you could want.
How much was
and
it?
then like a British scones and two-tone material with everything you see, including that special paint job, is $101,000.
Yeah, go and get it off my screen. Get that off. But what? Why would you tell me a number like that? Well, it's on my screen. What'd you say? You said, no, that's not it. What am I doing? I don't like those. I don't like these.
Together on this Blackwing Performance Edition. Of course, when you're starting at the front of the business, you're going to get the latest technology when it comes to lighting. So full LED headlights, LED daytime running with these inner, that's front. As we come around the bend, what are we working with? Great caliper colors, so you have those of balance when you're driving this vehicle. Now, as
I just don't.
This has the muscle, but
You
it's got
don't?
that
Why is that LOL?
I don't know. I just
top braces I've ever seen on any production vehicle. Look at that. It looks like a girder from the freaking Brooklyn Bridge.
It's just not my style.
V-Series badge, gonna help stiffen up the front end. And underneath that brace, you'll notice that LT4 engine, which was hand assembled by Nicholas at the Performance Build Center that's in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I love the addition to the Cadillac name on the top of the supercharger with that silver trim and actually a tasteful plastic engine cover. But you might be saying to yourself, well, Joe, I got a Z06 Corvette. I got a ZL1 or ZL1 1LE Camaro. I got the same engine. Yes, it is an LT4 like yours, but guess what? Chevrolet and GM and everybody else decided to let Cadillac have some extra goodies there. So what are we looking at? We're looking at a 6.2 liter LT4, now pumping out 668 horsepower, 559 pound-feet of torque. If you're wondering, well, Joe, how did we get that extra horsepower? They actually added a larger supercharger. That's a 1.7 liter Eaton supercharger, which increases airflow by 46%. It can be mated to a 6-speed manual, Tremec 6-speed manual, or of course that fast shifting 10-speed automatic. If you're comparing this to the Charger, you might say, well, Joe, the Cadillac comes up a little short horsepower-wise. And guess what? You are correct, but where the Cadillac shines is in its weight, because when you look at performance numbers, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, Quarter mile is
2.6,
going to
yeah.
fly by at 11.5 seconds at 128 miles an hour. Top speed around 202 miles per hour.
Damn.
The big... All right.
The speed limit is 30.
All right, guys, we're inside this 2022 Cadillac CT5V Blackwing. It's a mouthful, but you know what? It's worth saying because it's a very special car and the last
I think this is the
kind.
top
Now, I know
trim
you're
of this
saying to
though.
yourself, well, Jeff,
That's the top trim. I can't judge based on the top trim though. But it's nice. It's just no. I'm not saying it's not a nice car. It's just not for me.
I personally like that car, lol.
No, it is nice. It's just not for me. Um.
I just need a car in general or something, lol.
Like this car isn't for me. Like, it's nice. I just wouldn't. If I had the money, I still wouldn't get it. It's just not for me. This is for me. This is for me. Get this off my screen. The Lambo Vet. I like the Lambo Vet. Actually, I want to see this. I actually want to see this.
car performance, but also keep your SUV utility. Now, the DBX came out just a couple years ago, was Aston Martin's first ever SUV, and now they're building on top of that. So what I want to find out is, we live in a world where, guess what? A lot of the key players, including Ferrari, now has a performance SUV when it comes to those brands that once upon a time just focused on performance cars. So what I want to find out is
At least you don't like electric cars and such, so thank goodness, lol.
SUV, and is it worth
I like
the
electric
price
cars.
over the competition? Let's go ahead. Let's dive into our DBX 707 and find out. Right off the bat, the color. This flat satin white fits the curves just
because I'm not looking to buy one doesn't mean I'm not electric. I'm not
throughout the
I
vehicle.
don't like
At the
them.
front of the business, you're going to get that unique headlight style. So no matter if you're looking at a DBS Superleggera, if you're looking at an Aston Martin Vantage or this DBX 707, you're going to get that very unique headlight design. Really love the way they stuck to their guns with the overall shape. Of course, you're going to have that projector beam style headlight in there. Just a little bit of chrome
I'm not like an engine
accent to
enthusiast or
add a
anything.
little sparkle. Now, working your way down, you are going to have your exterior lighting.
just like what I
You
like.
see how we have our LED turn signals, but then you'll also notice the massive corner air intakes. Not only does it go in the actual corner, but
I like
then it
Tesla.
scoops towards the center
I
as
mean
well.
like a Tesla
You'll
or the
also
Prius,
notice how
lol.
we have extra aero on the front of this
Well,
707.
a Tesla
You have,
is
of course, your massive
electric and
splitter.
a Prius is a
You're
hybrid.
even going to have your splitter
My
extension.
car is a hybrid
and then,
right
of
now.
course, that canard that's going to help guide air up and around the wheel opening. Shows that extra width, but also shows that extra performance. Now, when we come across that unique shaped grille, many brands base their design philosophy off the grille. I don't care what Aston Martin you're looking at. Is it a DB5 that James Bond used in Goldfinger? Is it a Aston Martin that won the 24 Hours Le Mans with Carroll Shelby? Or this one? You'll notice that very unique shape. Love the way they kept with that shape even on the larger SUV. You got your forward-facing camera. We have these vertical slots, and then you have your horizontal. So we have vertical flat black, horizontal gloss black, and I like the way that this lower painted section kind of tapers in the center portion. This actually flows 23% more air. You know why? Because it's 23% larger than the standard DBX. So this is the DBX with some extra British steroids to pump it up. Now, when we get up onto that hood, you'll notice that classic badge. The Aston Martin badge recently just went through a revision. Very few times has it been revised, but I love the style to it. So much history. And then, of course, you're going to get this beautiful sculpted but functional hood. So what do we got going on here? You got a couple bulges. We have some tree debris, which is not included. This is all optional, so I'm gonna get that out of there. But there we have our carbon fiber aero pieces, and we have wire mesh because these are functional heat extractors. So not only are you getting a bulge setup, because of course every guy, every girl wants a bulge in their performance vehicle. I don't care what kind of vehicle it is, as long as it's a performance vehicle. Plus we have our functional heat extractors and extra aero to take that hot air and get it out of here and not mess up any of the other flows of this Aston Martin DBX. Now, as we come around the bend, of course, we have some unique wheels and tires, and I'm telling you, these wheels are freaking ginormous. These are the optional 23-inch forged aluminum wheels. Love the satin black finish, the machined aluminum, and then, of course, behind the 23-inch wheel, we have rotors, carbon ceramic brake rotors. So this is
those rotors are as big as my tires.
On an SUV, carbon ceramic brake rotors, 16.5 inches in diameter. And then check out that neon highlighter yellow Aston Martin branded caliper, massive in size. I tell you right now, if you're in...
It looks like somebody scratched the rim already. Or that might be dirt. It might be dirt, never mind.
College, and if that was a highlighter, you could probably highlight 6 years of college. Hopefully you're going for your master's and you're not just wasting your time, but 6 years of college to get that master's degree, or maybe even 8 years. Go for the doctorate. You probably needed to get one of these, and then that could be your highlighter for all your textbooks. But I love the way the rotor, of course, is two-piece, cut down on heat buildup, cut down on rotating mass, and then the highlighter tires, that little pop of color that we want. And I'm really digging it now.
Back.
I hope I'm blowing your mind right now. I'm sure I am. Working your way towards the rear. I'm going to have Lori kind of swing it around, show off this sexy rear with that flared fender. We got functional venting, not fake, with the wire mesh finish. Look at the way they do that really thin LED strip of light all the way across. And then, of course, if we're talking about extra aero up front, we got to have the aero out back. And to give us downforce, this wing looks like it's inspired from Aston Martin's last prototype car that they raced at Le Mans. Look at the way it's sculpted, the carbon fiber. You can see my hand through there. It's obviously extended out. No rear wiper, guys. This is what I'm telling you about. When you don't have a rear wiper, it just looks drop dead gorgeous. And then, of course, very unique on the rear end, our Aston Martin badge, the lettering, and then get ready for this, because this is freaking amazing. Quad tip exhaust. Functional exhaust, quad tip. Love the way they did everything satin black. And then my other favorite part besides the quad tip exhaust, look at the rear diffuser. It extends about 6 inches off the back of the vehicle. Extra aero. Look at how thin they made the LED lighting for your reverse backup lighting. Very, very slim and trim. And look at that sexy aero. And then, of course, we got our other pipes on the other side, which is a nice oval opening, slash cut, staggered tip design. I almost want to kiss this thing. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and talk power and performance of the new DBX
Twin turbo V8.
We got the bonnet open. That's what they call the hood over in England. And you'll notice I love the way the hood is also part of the front fender. Gives it a very clean look without all these crazy gap lines and everything. But what do we got? First of all, you have a strut top brace right in the middle here that's looks like it's right off the London Bridge.
You can't even see.
So the London Bridge is not falling down because, or maybe it is falling down because we took a part of it away here. And you also have bracing to tie in where the strut top mount is to the firewall. But what kind of firepower do we have underneath the hood? Yes, there's a bunch of plastic, but if you look at that badge in the center, we have a hand-assembled 4-liter twin turbo V8 pumping out 697 horsepower, 663 pound-feet of torque. Now, this engine is sourced from AMG, which isn't a bad thing. The one zonk I have to give it is the reason why they call it a DBX 707 is because in Europe, the car has 707 horsepower. Here in the United States, we have 697 horsepower. So I guess technically they should have called it the DBX 697. But it is mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission, 0 to 60 in this SUV, 3 seconds. Quarter mile is going to zoom by at 11.5 seconds.
That's crazy.
At 120 miles per hour. I hope you're sitting down. Put your Twinkie down because you're going to choke while you're eating when I tell you this top speed. Top speed in this Aston Martin DBX 707 is 193 miles per hour. The vehicle weighs 5,120 pounds.
That's crazy.
MPGs, 15 in the city, 20 on the highway. And then what the engineers did with the ECU is that they tuned it so that the peak torque comes in at 2,600 and pulls all the way to 4,500. And wait until we go on throttle together, because this thing on throttle is 84 decibels loud, which is quite substantial, like I'm saying, for an SUV. But you know what? It's about that time. Get your towels ready for a little eargasm. Let's fire up the DBX 707. Guys, come on into this satin lunar white of an Aston Martin DBX 707. I know your mind is blown, but guess what? I hope that I didn't just melt it all, because we got to get through this interior, plus we have to go on throttle together, and you definitely want to be cognizant and coherent for that. Now, I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I think I'm going to cash in my retirement funds. I think I'm going to take my 401k. You know what? You only live once. I want to drive around this DBX 707. How much is it? Very good question. MSRP starting is right around $236,000. This one, if you like it exactly the way that it is, you're looking at an MSRP right around $290,000. Just to put it in perspective for you, it's about $50,000 more than your standard Aston Martin DBX. But that's why we're here, right? To see if this is worth the price. Let's go ahead. Let's see what you get.
To the door panels.
Absolutely love how you could customize the interior of this Aston Martin. You got that nice blue finish with the neon yellow stitching to go with our calipers.
What car should I get?
No gloss black, any whatever your is. No, non-touchscreen. So you could touch it. It just doesn't do anything. But
bro, at 300,000, you don't get a touchscreen?
And I do like the clarity of, like, you could see here our navigation. Now,
bro, at 300,000, you don't.
That's a loot. Venus Amore. Welcome to my channel. You don't want a stinger anymore.
Nope. Nope. It's off the list now. Is off the list now. They hurt my feelings when I watched that. I watched the documentary.
Well, then find me a new SUV too, then LOL. Wait, what happened to the Genesis?
It's made by Hyundai. It's made by Hyundai. They said the Kia boys could get both of those. I don't want either one of them now. Nope. It's over. It's over.
I told you Kias are #1 in car thefts.
Yeah, I know, but when I seen that they was willing to cut the steering wheel off, they cut half the steering wheel off.
Not called Kia boys for no reason, LMAO.
No, but look, it wasn't that. You know, I wasn't worried about that until I seen that they was willing to cut the steering wheel off to steal the car. At that point, I knew something was up, and I'm like, at that, bro, if you willing to cut the wheel off the car just so you can ride in it.
Say what?
Bro,
Damn.
They cut the wheel. Wait a minute. I don't even know where it's at. I saw it on Facebook. Bro, they cut the wheel. They cut the steering wheel because they had a wheel lock on. Bro, they cut the sections where the wheel lock was at off the car.
Yeah, they'll steal your car and completely damage it. Total it and leave it.
Oh, you ain't see the beginning of the stream. You ain't see the beginning of the stream.
And you know Milwaukee, no thanks, rolling on the floor laughing. WTF? Where's that it?
Milwaukee, an hour away. Bro, look, y'all didn't watch. Look, you ain't see the beginning of the stream. You missed the beginning of this. Look.
Too close. Not even an hour, lol.
Watch this. What? That should be perfect. Hit me, they evicted, but they driven through that car right there.
Hell yeah, they could have hit that curb and started flipping.
Have you ever seen something like that before? Over there.
Call me Mr. The bus.
Sir, can I ask you another question?
Also in Empire, Oregon, they steal all your tires and just leave you with the body of your car. Sometimes they even take your engine.
See, at that point, they could just keep, you feel me? Kid could just keep the car now. Because if they willing to they willing to cut my steering wheel off, they can have Kid can have it. They can keep it. So now I gotta find me something else. And that's nice right there.
I don't know why they target Kias either.
Because all they need is a screwdriver and a USB. And Kia and Hyundai are made by the same people. So their ignitions are built by the same people.
They'll do it to any car, but if it's a Kia, yeah, def gone.
Cause it's the Hyundais and Kias. And Genesis is made by Hyundai. Turn your phone down. I can hear you. I can hear myself. So now I gotta find me. Cause I don't really like the Dodge. I don't really like the Charger. Even though Chargers
well,
are
I'm
nice.
moving around, lol.
Chargers are nice. I just don't like
headlights, LED daytime running lamps. Really distinct look compared to the Challenger. But if we're comparing Stinger GT, we do have also made in here to enjoy the experience. But I know you're probably saying, well, Joe, I'm one of those people that have messaged you. I wanted to see what is the way to go. Which way should I go? Stinger GT or this Charger RT? What do I do? How much is this? So MSRP, the way that this one is optioned, you're looking around $45,000. If you're comparing it to the Stinger GT, you're definitely going to get a lot more muscle and a lot more car for the money. But let's see how the interior stacks up and everything else to the door panels. I like this better than the orange peel finish. Nice and smooth, looks clean. You got the Charger badge there, just to remind you which way you went with your a lot more functionality to it.
I don't
This is
like
our
this.
performance pages. You got all your gauges that you could pull up, all by the press of the screen, G meter, the whole 9 yards.
I don't like this.
Then you can even pull up your climate control. We got our seat controls, heated seats and ventilated seats and heated steering wheel. So these are the extra tech touches you're getting in here, but definitely, and there we are. Nice, and that panic button is for the competition when you roll up. Put that in here. This is going to control that 8-speed torque flight automatic transmission. Nice smooth touches, great finish.
Twinkie.
And of course, we got the Mopar official Twinkie holder. Now, just so you know, this Twinkie is not for you. This Twinkie is for the person that you beat after you drag race them. It's a, on top of that, you got a 12-volt, 2 USBs, and an aux jack, and you even have enough room for a 1/24 scale.
I don't know why I don't like Chargers.
Headlight is, you're looking at 19 in the city, that American name Charger in a 4-door sedan.
LMAO, this
for your
freaking
family.
dude
But
and
while
his
we go
Twinkie
ahead,
holders,
you've heard
LOL.
what V8s sound like here on Rady's Rise when the Charger name is attached to it. Let's fire up this V6 and see if it makes any sound.
I don't like Chargers either, I like Challengers.
All right, guys, we're inside the 2020 Dodge Charger SXT. I know you're at that point where you're like, Joe, okay, I like the looks on the exterior. V6 sounds good, naturally aspirated. How much is this? MSRP on this particular one is right at $32,000. Let's see what you get for the money. Now, door panel, you are getting soft material at the top. I do like that nice diagonal contrast stitching, the touchscreen, which is nice. You can get into your AC controls, Apple CarPlay,
I don't like
Android
this.
Auto. Makes life a lot easier. You got your start-stop button. If you don't like touching the screen, you got regular standard Dodge key fob. You do have remote start, and you could pop the trunk remotely, so you could drive by and have people throw things in it. And what's nice is it's got a tasteful lid. Gloss black is nice. Soft on the wheels, which are on the side and on the thickness is great. Horn button isn't the sexiest, but it'll do. Gauges though, I love.
All right, so damn, everybody got the expensive ass Hellcats.
Acceleration here now. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here.
Shut up.
Damn, a 2023 Dodge Challenger's horsepower is 303 to 807.
Or from the base model to the Hellcat. Wait, what is it? Let's see what the.
Yes, sir.
What you talking about, cuz?
In 6 seconds with a top speed of 152 miles. Underneath the hood is the 3.6 liter V6 paired to the 8-speed automatic transmission. It pumps out 303 horsepower around 6,300 RPM and 268 pound-feet of torque around 4,800 RPM. That power sent to the rear wheels, this weighs in right around 4,000 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in 6 seconds with a top speed of 152 miles an hour, and it has a fuel capacity of 18.5 gallons. You can expect to see around 18 miles per gallon in the city and 27 out on the highway. This has a wheelbase of 116.2 inches. Its overall length is 197.9. It has a width of 75.7, a height of 58.4, and
So this that base model 303.
5.2 inches. And now moving on to the exterior styling for this Dodge Challenger, we're gonna start off with this grille. It has a very unique design to it, being very narrow and going from side to side. There's also a sunken in design to it. So from this angle, you can tell there's a black trim piece as well as the bumper, and the headlights are even sunken in as well. Some of that bodywork extends above them, giving them a really nice design. This does have LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals. Now the DRLs and turn signals are the inner light with the headlights and the high beams on the outer section. This even has fog lights down in the lower section, as well as even more cutouts to provide even more cooling. There's a lower spoiler finished off in black just to give it a little bit of contrast against this white. And this even has functional hood scoops. So there's one on each side, providing even more airflow to that engine. Really nice bulges going down both sides, as well as those two lines right in the middle. So it's a unique design right in the middle of that hood. And then as we move on to the side profile now, this has a really nice design to it. It has a set of 20 by 8 inch wheels, finished off in a dark gray, which is a great contrast against this white. This has body colored side mirrors as well, more black trim surrounding the windows, and really nice lines running down the side. The most prominent is just above the fender flare, going all the way back to the rear taillight. And there's a few crisp lines in those fender flares as well. Really nice side proportional design. That pillar in the back is very large, giving it a unique shape. And then this does have some pretty wide rear fenders over the back tires, as you can tell with that line, along with the line just next to that spoiler. And finishing up in the rear is the matte black spoiler with the integrated backup camera, nicely placed right in the middle. Dodge is underneath that. This has a set of LED taillights with that ovalish design on both sides. Down in the lower section is the button up underneath,
No, the
which will release it.
trunk is nice.
And when I open this up, there is a ton of space for. To unlock the vehicle, all I need to do is place my hand up underneath the door handle and it will automatically unlock. If I push on this black button, it will lock. So if I back up a little bit, I can hopefully unlock it again. And now we can move on to this door panel where there's black leather on the armrest with some stitching. There's even a split style to the door storage space. So there's a little bit in the back section, a little bit in the front section where you can place a drink. The release handle is underneath the window controls and the side mirror adjustments. There is some plastic trim in the upper section and then some really nice fabric just above that armrest. And then moving on to the back seats now, in order to gain access, there's a handle on the side where I can easily move that backrest up. And then these are automatic seats, so I can move it a little bit farther forward using that control down below. And at 5'10", it's time to work my way into the back seat.
You're not gonna fit.
Where I actually have a decent amount of space. There is a storage bin behind the seat as well if you need to use it. And then my head is just up against the headliner, but it's very comfortable. I have no complaints. I'm not hunched down or anything. If you're a little bit taller than me, it might be a little bit uncomfortable.
All right, get out the back. I don't care about the back seat.
On the side of the headrest,
I don't care about the
these
back
front
seat.
seats. They are finished off in cloth with a two-tone design. More of that stitching running down the bolsters. We have a low door sill, so it makes it easy. On the left side is voice commands, Bluetooth controls, and all of these will control that center gauge cluster. In order to do that, let's fire this up. With my foot on the brake, that button is over on this right side, and we can bring this to life.
I didn't even know the Challenger had seats in the back, LOL.
Yeah.
And then coming back to this gauge cluster, on the left side is the tach, on the right side is the miles per hour. There's also some fixed information on the digital screen right in the middle, like the engine temperature, fuel gauge, and what gear the vehicle is in. And then using those buttons on the left side of the steering wheel, we can go through a lot more information. Currently it's showing miles per hour. If I scroll down to vehicle information, you can look at TPMS along with all these other vitals, just depending on what you'd like to see. There's also a 0 to 60 timer along with your braking distance. I can scroll down again to some other averages as well as the fuel range. There's trip information that you can look at, as well as music, any messages that you may have when your phone is hooked up, and then going. So as you can tell, I'm changing that right now.
Actually, I like him. I like his videos.
Right. You can change the center screen too to display different information like the menu title.
I like his videos.
Speed.
He goes really into depth.
Like to see. I love how configurable that screen setup is. And then we're to go through. There's radio and media. You can go into the climate controls, adjust where you like the air to go, the dual zone. You can sync these. There's the defrosters up top and some various controls. Going into the apps now, you can go through all this information. You can pair your phone to this system. There's even the compass. And then going into these settings, you can configure all this general information just depending on what you'd like to use. There's an air vent on both sides. More of this trim, which gives it a really nice look. Moving our way below that, we have even more. Pretty cool to check out. You have a lot of different trim levels that you can go with. We're kind of more on the basic level with this V6 engine. You can go up to a V8, supercharged V8, get a lot of power out of your Dodge Challenger just depending on your budget and the performance that you're looking to get. So once we get this out on the road, we can give it a little bit of gas, especially in the sport mode. Use that button there and really see what this V6 has to offer. But aside from that, there's a few buttons that I forgot to talk about earlier. They're on the back side of the steering wheel. So for this automatic, there are no steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. However, you get volume and tuning for the radio, so those controls are on the back side, just to not have the steering wheel controls on the front side as busy feeling. So it's nice. Pretty much all the Chryslers have those buttons on the back side. Let's pop it into the sport mode now. With this shifter, we can merge into traffic. For a V6, I mean, we're up to speed. It's a heavy vehicle, right around 4,000 pounds. So that V6 is pretty adequate. You do need a little bit more horsepower if you really want to step on it and get moving. But with the V6, for this weight, it felt very healthy and fine for a normal acceleration. One thing that I mentioned earlier, with the size of this interior, you have a lot of interior space. You also have a good amount of visibility. Now, this windshield is very long, especially with my hand here. The windshield is very far back, and then the hood is pretty large. However, I can see a little bit over that passenger side. So for the size of it, it's a big vehicle. You can place this pretty well. It almost feels like you're behind the wheel of a pickup truck. That's how big
it does feel like that.
It feels like that from the driver's seat. It's very wide compared to how far or how big this dashboard is, as well as where the hood line is. Pretty far away, but it opens it up, gives you a lot of visibility from
RT.
Naturally aspirated engine, but like I said, I think what's going to help add to the overall excitement is that 6-speed manual transmission. So what I want to find out is, there's a lot of other options out there. You could go a Mustang route, you can go a Camaro route, or you could even go wide body, Hellcat, automatic.
Wide body Hellcat?
I want to find out, for your hard-earned money, is this the most fun muscle car because of that manual transmission? Let's go ahead and find out. Right off the bat, you know the styling. Still looking muscle car good.
I'm not getting the manual.
Is there going to be a change soon?
All right, so
I think we're going to have to wait and see. Classic style window design, and if you need to haul some people on a regular basis, you're going to get more backseat interior space than the other two that I mentioned. Keep working our way back. You see that belt line curves up near the rear. I love the chrome fuel door Dodge name going back to the early 1900s. The Dodge brothers, they would have never guessed in a million years that we'd be having such performance levels. Even with the, let's go pop that hood and take a look at the heart of our Challenger. All right, guys, we do have the hood popped, and I know a lot of you are saying, well, Joe, how come you're bringing another Challenger? Like I said, I want to bring all the different trims, all the different specs, and I really feel that this package, the way that it is going to put a smile on your face as wide as the state of Texas. But underneath that hood, you do have hydraulic hood struts, and you do have that Hemi V8. I am going to have to zonk that engine cover. Doesn't look like a trash can lid, but it looks really weird and not sexy. 4 miles an hour, top speed is 155 miles an hour. The vehicle weighs 4,100 pounds. Going bye-bye, hashtag save the manuals, Tremec 6-speed manual. 0 to 60, if you know how to dance on your twinkle toes, is going to be around 5 seconds flat. Quarter mile in about 13.6 at 104 miles an hour. Top speed is 155 miles an hour.
That ain't much different than the V6.
4,100 pounds. MPG This really
That's not
is
much
a
different than the
dream muscle
V6 at
car.
all.
I don't need a Hellcat Red Eye. I don't need a Scat Pack. Tell me how much this one is, because I'm really digging it. Obviously, I'm talking MSRP. There's lots of rebates that Dodge is doing right now on these cars. MSRP is $39,000, but don't let that scare you away, because like I said, you'll be walking out for a lot less with this vehicle. But let's see what you get for the money at this MSRP to the door panels. Super simplicity. I'm not the biggest
I don't care about the door panel.
Twinkie holder on the back screen. So clear. You get navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Look at this. You could adjust your climate controls, heated steering wheel, heated seats. The graphics are super clear. Let me go ahead and throw it into reverse for you. There's your backup camera with trajectory, and the good news is it takes up the whole entire screen, and then we're right back. Another feature that I love with the Mopar products is you can actually shut the screen off. So let's say you're at the drag strip, you don't want any distraction, it's too bright, just hit the screen off button and it shuts off, which is really great. You got your start stop button. I'm digging the silver trim around the start stop button and up top and down below. And as we drop down, love the stitch work. You got your radio controls, your AC controls. We got our super track pack button right there. You could go into sport mode. And then this is, like I said, where the magic happens. Remember when you were a kid and your parents said, make sure to knock before you open up the door to their bedroom? That's because they were making the magic happen. This is where you're gonna make the muscle car magic happen. 6-speed, nice throws, great engagement, made by Tremec, which is such an outstanding transmission company. But please, hashtag save the manuals. Give it a try. It may change your life forever. I know it's changed my life. The metal finish, really looking good. 2 cup holders. If you look on the side, they give you an emergency Twinkie holder here and a 12 volt, which is nice. And this is smart because you could easily plug in your radar detector and just have the cord right over there and not in your business as you're doing the business rowing. And remember, when it comes to a transmission, when you're shifting, this is not how you do it. This is like Vin Diesel, you know, you're going through 42 gears. Gentle. Palm of the hand, just like that. That's all you need. Be
Gentle.
As we work our way back, soft touch opens up for me. I got 2 USBs, another 12 volt, and then a piece of paper, but we're gonna get rid of that. Lots of space for, I would say you could easily put 12 Twinkies, 2 softballs, maybe even, I don't know, let's say you have a CD collection that you don't want to get rid of and you got the cases, you could probably put about 15 CDs in here. So keep all your classics, you know, White Snake, Bon Jovi, Run DMC. And then to wrap it off, you're gonna get these cloth seats. They are very comfortable. You do have some large bolstering, which is super soft. It's got the houndstooth material that will remind you back of 1970. They're soft. I rather would prefer the leather or the leather and the Alcantara, but like I said, it all depends on your price point, your budget. When you're going RT, you have your Dodge key fob. Simple, straightforward. On the back, you can pop the trunk and lock and unlock doors, and then you can panic. If you're freaking out, just hit that panic button. Somebody will come and give you mouth to mouth.
Pause.
Somebody that you want to give you mouth to mouth. And then you have a sunroof, standard size. A lot of people are missing that. And you have the space for the back seats. You could easily get your kids back there, even grown adults. But we're going to get over to the business end, and then I'm ready to do some on throttle. So get your butt over here, because we're about to smoke them because we got them. All right, guys, business time. We got the 3 pedals because we have the 6-speed. And speaking of those pedals, there they are. Nice aluminum finish. Great clutch action. It's not heavy. It's not too light.
Where does the GT
of clutch action? I can't wait to show you how the pickup point is. You got your brake
Does
pedal
it go
and throttle. My only zonk on these cars, these Challengers and Chargers, small dead pedal. This is a muscle car, man. And you're giving me a little peep squeak. I think that's
What's that?
I want to look at the levels. Vehicles, Challenger. All right, so it goes SXT, GT, RT, RT Scat, Scat Pack wide body, Hellcat wide body, red eye wide body, super stock, jailbreak. So
you thinking about getting a challenge? Or just looking at options?
putting together a list. I'm putting together a list. We're writing my local dealership. They have wait, what's this? Wait a minute, what's this?
Can you imagine your own car with your label on it?
No. No, a lot of this one tough. Hold up. Let me see. Let me show you something.
Good, I got worried you'd say yes lol.
All right, so the rims, nice. Body package, nice. Interior is mustard. Not exactly sure how I feel about that, but it's nice. It's a 2022 brand new. They got it in last year, couldn't sell it. You can turn on your mirror dimmer. Heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. Tough. I think the main thing I didn't like about this is that
how much they asking?
39. But I think it's base price of 30. Yeah, like 33. And then it got a bunch of options. So like with this, I don't know if they changed it, but when my brother had a Challenger. When he got in, his phone didn't automatically connect. His phone didn't automatically connect to the wireless, which was annoying, but not terrible. GT. The rims are nice. All for life, yeah. Blue. What these buttons do? We got to figure out what those buttons do. Little ass cup holders.
My dad's truck turns on with his phone, I think, or his key lol.
Remote start. I think this should have it too. All that extra stuff they were talking about in the videos. Stuff I don't care about. Alpine sound.
Yeah, it's weird lol.
Remote start. Yeah, it's remote start. Cool. One of my conditions that I need. Back seat, front seat. Don't really care about the back seat. And I think it's all-wheel drive too. That's another thing that the all-wheel drive was important to me because how much snow we get, or how much snow we sometimes get. Memory seats. Okay. All-wheel drive.
AWD is important, especially in Wisconsin.
Yeah, at least when it snows. We haven't gotten any snow. Okay, so we got all-wheel drive, Apple CarPlay, backup camera, blind spot monitoring. Yes, yes. Bluetooth. Yes. Cool seats, fog lights, heated seats, steering wheel heated, interior accents, keyless entry. I don't care about navigation. I'm gonna use my CarPlay. Power seats, push button start, remote start. Yes. All right, so this is big for me. This is nice. This is no. This is big for me. This is big for me. Whenever I use directions, I never use the car's navigation system. I always use Apple CarPlay. So this is big. This is big. And then the rest of this is nice to have. Okay, so let's see. So that's this for 39,000. Or you get a base SXT rear. So it's the same engine, I think. So I think it's the same engine with a different body, which I'm okay. Also, look, brand new 2023 versus a 2020. Bro, I'm going with more features in the better body versus this. Bro, it got 22 miles. What, you got 10? How many miles you got? How many miles you got, cuz? I missed it. This is generated. You can't even see it. So definitely something like this is a lot better for certain. But I want to see where the Scat Pack at. I want to see what those other buttons do that I'm missing. Damn, hurry up. All right, so what am I missing off these other buttons? Okay, so the Scat Pack doesn't have it either. All right, let's go to Dodge. Let's go to the top. Let's go to the jailbreak. Interior. Jeep. Gee, what do I have to put in this car to get that whatever go right there? All right, let's go to the top and build this car. Let's go build this car. All right, you know what? We're going to start off with this one. We're going to build a GT. I like gray though. All right, so we're going to go with that. Side stripes. I don't care about side stripe. Standard, I want the dark ones. Yes. Do I care about the tires? Not really, no. Compact spare tire. Give me one. Cool. All right, interior. All right, we're gonna do our yellow, our mustard like we had before. Give me this one because what am I paying for navigation for? I don't need 4C nav. I don't need nav. All right, we good. Honestly, they could take that off. I don't need that. You feel me? You can go ahead and throw the sub in there. Power sunroof, throw that in there too. Cold weather group, heated front seats. Yes, throw it in there. Black top package. Black fuel filler door. Gloss black grill. Instrument cluster. Trim rings. I don't know what that is. Sure. Let's throw it on there. Performance handling group. I don't really care about this.
What's what?
Gloss black instrument trim rings. Or not the grill. No. What if the trim ring? I think the trim rings. Performance handling group. Do I want the Brembo 4-piston fixed caliper brakes? I don't care about that. I'm not doing any racing. Get it out of here, you know. Lights out, painted wheels. Don't really care. I do like the red calipers though. That's tough. I like that. I don't really care for this. Hit me orange package. No. Okay. All right, plus package. Okay, adaptive speed control, automatically. Okay, so this is useful. I like this. Okay. Well, I gotta add both? That's tough. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Actually, all right, so this car is MSRP 43,000. Okay, so now we got sub amp. Okay, don't really care. Satin carbon aluminum wheels. I don't really care. Amp. Louder music. My music doesn't really. Sure. Wi-Fi. Never gonna use it. Premium speakers. Yeah, sure. 8.4-inch display. I thought that was already part of the the package. I thought that was already part of the package. Okay. Dodge performance pages. Whatever that consists of. Dodge trim panel. Ambient lighting. And don't really care. GPS antenna input. Google Android Auto. HD radio. Never gonna use it. Heated steering wheel. Probably gonna use it every winter. Integrated center stack. Whatever that means. Serious, you can. Okay, so really out of this, I only care for this. I really only care for this. Which I think should already be included. But do I have all-wheel drive? I don't know if I have all-wheel drive. Yeah, so okay, whatever that added. So getting this added something else. Throw it in there too. So I gotta get the black top. Okay. Wait, what did it take off? I was just at 40. Um, 8-speed automatic track, transmission. Okay, so this is what I was missing. Okay. I have no idea what that is. Gee, what is that? Oh, that's which package is that in? I know what that is. That's that's follow assist or assisted braking or something. Heated steering wheel, HD. Okay, so 42,000. Yeah, that's set follow distance and stuff. So I built this car. This is probably gonna be all right. So Challenger GT is gonna be a an option. Okay. Okay. GT blacktop. Okay.
a couple other options with a V6 or an inline 4 turbocharged engine, but here with this GT, we have naturally aspirated V6 power. So let's go ahead, let's dive into this 50th anniversary Challenger GT and see, really, is it a muscle exhaust? It looks like a slanted / cut vacuum cleaner. Would be nice to have some quad tip exhaust, but other than that, boy oh boy, does it nail the head on the muscle car look. Let's pop the hood and see if it has any muscle underneath it. All right, guys, we got the hood popped. You do have hydraulic hood struts. Underneath that hood, it's not the sexiest or the most muscle car looking engine cover. Actually, it looks like a lid off one of my trash cans that I have at my house. But what you're looking at is a naturally aspirated 3.6 liter V6. So when you're looking at this, comparing it to a Mustang, you are definitely getting a larger displacement engine compared to that EcoBoost, just no turbocharger. It's naturally aspirated. 305 horsepower, 268 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to that torque flight
0 to 60 in like 6 seconds.
Transmission. The car weighs around 3,900 pounds.
A little bit lighter.
0 to 60 in around 5.9 seconds. Quarter mile goes by
11 point. Damn.
At 98 miles an hour. MPGs 19 in the city, 30 on the highway. So the good news is, besides making a car that looks so pure to the true muscle car form, I think Dodge does a great job with offering a plethora, a cornucopia. It's almost like an all-you-can-eat buffet when it comes to different engine options. With this 3.6, you got the 5.7 liter V8, and then of course the 6.4 in the Scat Packs, and we can't forget the supercharged 6.2 liter V8s. But why don't we go ahead? We got the GT. This is a V6. Let's fire it up and hear what it sounds like. All right, guys, we're inside this 2020 50th anniversary. Time to celebrate. Get the party hats out, the noisemakers. 50th anniversary Challenger.
I wish the
Rush. I know you're at that point.
wish the
like, Joe, I need a good daily driver. I
the
want
dash was a screen.
muscle car look, but I really don't need the V8.
Like the Challenger,
I
like the
got
Charger.
Hellcat sitting in the garage as my weekend toy. How much is this particular one? So you're looking at an MSRP of $41,000 with that 50th anniversary package. Let's see what you get for the money. Now, I'm loving the premium interior.
Skip the door panels.
Gold with the premium interior. You get the nice smooth finish. Look at that. We got our number there. Challenger 50th anniversary. This is number 7 of 70 that are going to be produced for 2020. Love the smooth finish, the stitch work, and then you're going to have this unique finish that actually has some of that gold tan showing through it. So sort of looks like carbon fiber, but we know that it's not, but it's okay because it actually looks pretty clean. You're going to get that wonderful 8.4-inch Uconnect system from Dodge. This actually has performance pages. Launch control, which is wonderful. Nice to see in this vehicle. Have that flexibility. You could go into your different modes, which are great. And then, of course, when it comes to climate controls, you got your easy-to-use climate controls. We could get into seating. You got heated seats, ventilated seats, which is wonderful. So you are getting a lot of great tech. Heated steering wheel, even though the chassis is dated, even though the body's dated, this infotainment system works fabulous. I'm going to put it into reverse. It does take up the full screen. It's a little grainy, but you know what? The trajectory works and looks just fine, so we'll put it back in the park. We drop down. You got your start-stop button. You got more of that great finish. I do love the leather. That leather is so soft. Look at this. You even have your Twinkie holder on the side.
Gotta have a Twinkie holder.
So you can warm up that cream before you're about to pop it in your mouth.
Pause. What?
Nice place for
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Joe.
ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. I'm so glad there's no gloss black here. A little bit of flat black. I'm liking it. 2 cup holders. There's your Dodge key fob. Simple, to the point. You got remote start. You got that panic button when you're about to crap yourself. Soft touch on the armrest. Only opens my way. So my way or the highway. That's what my dad used to tell me when I was a teenager. But anyways, All felt line in here, 12 volt, 2 USBs, and an aux jack, and you could probably put 2 baseballs in here. So if you like the Rays are in the World Series, you could get a couple baseballs and get it signed after the big game when they win the whole World Series. You have your beautiful upgraded interior, the 50th anniversary badge, the stitch work, the Alcantara. I love the design of them. Of course, you're gonna have your manual back controls, and then for the passenger, it's manual controls up front. But on the driver's side, I have some electric controls to my seat because I'm the driver, I'm the boss. It's my castle, and I'm the king, and if you don't like it, get out. That's another thing my dad used to say to me. Sunroof, standard size sunroof. It's nice that it's easy to use sunshade. Plenty of headroom in here. Come on over to the business end though, I want to show you behind this flat bottom leather wrapped steering wheel in our Challenger 50th anniversary. All right guys, business time now. This being a GT, I know a lot of people always wonder, well, technically what does GT stand for? It stands for Grand Touring. And one thing I want to point out is that with this particular model, the way that it is spec'd out, you're getting a lot of almost luxury, premium feel and tech in this car that you don't get in other cars. For example, the heated and ventilated seats. Like I said, you do have electric controls on the side, manual on the back, but so I am gonna zonk that. And another place I'm gonna zonk is they got the smallest dead pedal in the whole muscle car world. I wish that they would make that a muscle-sized dead pedal, aluminum brake and throttle. Steering wheel, nice thickness, the stitching is great. The only thing I'm gonna zonk is the horn button. I wish they would have put a nice 50th anniversary horn button. I also think they need to go a little larger. The car is supersize these paddles a little bit, but you know what? The dash has a great setup. I love the 50th anniversary colors. It even says Challenger 50th anniversary. Watch this, I'm gonna shut it off, and then I'm gonna turn it back on. Look at that, that's pretty cool. Showing your car right there on that beautiful display. And then of course you could toggle through a whole bunch of information that they have in that center display, and it's so clear, so crisp, the extra gauges, just the really nice touches. You even have, watch this, follow my finger, electric tilting and telescoping steering wheel in this Challenger 50th anniversary GT. But why don't we go ahead, we're not gonna do the back seat, but I will show you the trunk.
And don't nobody want to see the back seat.
You're just so hard up on that back seat. We got plenty of other Challenger reviews, as many of you have pointed out in the comments on Rady's Rise. But why don't we go ahead, let's check out the trunk and see how usable this is as your daily driver. All right guys, time to see how usable this is. The great news is, out of all the muscle cars, Camaro, Mustang, and this one, the Challenger wins hands down with the trunk space. Now of course those seats will do the 60-40 Tango split. You're looking at 16 cubic feet of space. The opening, it's on par with a Mustang GT. It's definitely larger than a Camaro. Camaro, it's like you gotta buy your loaf of bread, take it out of the bag, and then drop the bread in the trunk. That's how tight it is. This though, you have plenty of room. And then let's see what's underneath the cargo mat here. That's what you have. There's no actual spare. They moved the battery to the trunk. That actually is for helping out that weight distribution. And then you do get your air compressor and a can of flat fix. There's no actual spare on here. So that's a little bit of a zonk. I was expecting there to be a spare, especially on
I'll put a spare in the one I just built.
We're talking about GT and Grand Touring. If you're ready, I'm ready.
Let's go on throttle.
Of Tampa Bay. All right, guys, we're in the 2020 Dodge Challenger GT 50th anniversary. Let me slow down a little bit here. We're gonna do some on-throttle acceleration. I have everything in sport mode. Of course, we're in automatic with the ZF 8-speed. On throttle, here we go. So it actually pulls very nice, super smooth shifts. That's one thing. You're getting that ZF 8-speed automatic transmission, so the shifts are really, really smooth. And the V6 actually revs pretty smoothly, which I like. Getting power to the ground was not a problem whatsoever. Driving the car, you're getting all that great muscle car feel, looking out over that flat black hood. Just really brings back that old school feeling. The gold rush color sparkles like nobody's business. This is definitely not fool's gold, that's for sure. Seats are so comfortable. Ventilated, heated steering wheel. It really just allows you to have your cake and eat it too. You could have the muscle car look, but not have to worry about attracting too much attention or getting yourself into trouble. If you're not used to the horsepower, it's one of those things that really all manufacturers, when it comes to their performance cars, should have some type of track day or something like that where they educate you on how to use the performance. Now, yes, the chassis is dated. I'm not going to be in denial about that. Yes, the body is dated. But when it comes to that look, there's just something that makes my heart pitter-patter when I look at a Challenger. Even in this GT, it's got the look, man. Really spot on. Getting to the 8.4-inch Uconnect system is a breeze. Everything is well laid out. Soft touch materials. The seats are comfy. If you're concerned about over-bolstered seats, you're not going to have that problem in this Challenger GT. And just really smooth driving. Nice feel to the steering. You do have sport mode, like I showed you with that simple
sport mode
performance pages set up on this particular car.
Sport mode, what?
I'm loving the leather on the steering wheel is super soft. And even going over bumps and stuff, it soaks up bumps very, very well. And everybody looks. Trust me, they're looking, they see this car and it's like, whoa, what is that? It takes their attention real quickly like that. Let me go ahead and make a right-hand turn here. We'll do another on-throttle acceleration. A little bit of a tight road, but that's the nice thing with this car is you can daily drive it without any issues whatsoever. All right, guys, another acceleration test. On throttle, here we go.
It looked like it take a little bit of time for it to get up.
The engine and the transmission buttery smooth. Just get a big old roll and just butter it up because that's how smooth.
Yeah, it looks like it takes a little bit of time for it to get going, but once it's going, it's going.
But overall, like I said, you're getting that great muscle car style, but you're also getting a price that's affordable, or more affordable, I should say, than if you went Hellcat or Hellcat Red Eye, and you're getting a lot of tech, especially when it comes to the amenities. But hopefully this gave you a nice overall feel of just one of 70 of these Gold Rush Challenger GT.
Not bad. Not bad at all. That's not bad. Looks like that will be on my hello you. I don't know which one I'm looking for. Audi A5.
Some refresh. There's some refresh on the outside and also on the interior. We start with the headlight housing. Gloss black on the interior. I do like the silver. Now, if this vehicle was white, I don't know if I'd like the silver trim as much on the inside of the headlight housing, but with our particular black one looking like Darth Vader, it looks very sinister. You have your LED daytime running lamp, headlights, and turn signals all wrapped into one. Now, as you work your way down, This is that refresh area. What I do like is you have a fully functional side air curtain. What I am gonna zonk, this is our opening for the venting down here. Not really digging that.
That's crazy.
They could have opened this up a little bit more or used a different material, so I am gonna zonk that. One thing I'm not gonna zonk is I love the way the front fascia extends out very nicely. They didn't have to stick on any extra body work. Looks super aggressive, but also clean at the same time. We work our way across that wide open grille that is synonymous with Audi. There's other brands that have been copying it, but there's nothing like that Audi badge and that Audi grille. So you have your auto union badge. This signifies the 4 German auto manufacturers that almost went under during the World Depression. They all came together to form Auto Union, and now it is that wonderful Audi badge. We have our S5, S being that extra performance, because remember, you have A, S, and you could even go RS5, which I promise you we will be bringing to you here from Audi of Wesley Chapel on Rady's Rides. But really just love how you have functionality up top, down below, and even the way they work this lower front splitter. Like I said, the way it's all integrated together, it's clean but aggressive all at the same time. Now when we get up onto the hood, I love this nice bulge that rises up. Everybody wants a bulge. You get it on your S5.
Nice
here,
little
and
bulge.
It stays nice and high all the way towards the windshield. Other than that, you're gonna have 2 nice peaked up fenders that go right into the A-pillars. And that's what, like I was telling you, clean but aggressive all at the same time. And Audi does a great job in their styling to separate them from the rest of the other German luxury performance brands. Now, when we come around the bend, we're looking at wheel and tire setup. What do we have? We have some new wheels, and I'm really digging them. 20 inches. You have machined aluminum. That
looks scary.
Finish. I'm really liking the direction they went with the wheel. You can see the 6-piston Brembo calipers gonna clamp down on that fully ventilated rotor. The S branding there to let you know that, hey, you got something a little bit more special than going the A5 Sportback route. 265 on the width, 30 series sidewall, and remember, you're gonna stick to the ground like you were chewing a bunch of Hubba Bubba because you got that Quattro all-wheel drive system, and we have adaptive dampers all 4 corners to give you a perfect ride, whether you want to handle or whether you want some comfort. It's nice to be able to choose. Go into the fenders, the way that Audi does their styling by bringing the hood right down onto that fender, super clean. Tasteful badging here. I'm not gonna zonk it because that is so small. There's not even a zonk small enough to fit that.
Not even a zonk small enough.
I do like the S5 badge. To be honest with you, if they just would have went gloss black, I think it would have looked a lot cleaner. But other than that, the way they brought it into the door, I think it really breaks up what could be a boring fender and door area. Now you're gonna get gloss black on the mirror caps, even if yours is not black like ours. If yours was white, blue, purple, gray, whatever color you go with, you're gonna have the gloss black mirror caps because you got an S5. Gloss black around the top and bottom of the window treatment on the side doors.
So you just got to get black. You just got to get black.
Just enough to make things interesting so that you have that great look. And because this is a Sportback, I actually like the Sportback more than the standard sedan. Really has a nice, fast, slope back kind of design to that roof line. Good size on the rear quarter window. Gonna have the same exact width tires out back as you do out front because we have that all-wheel drive. And then as we get to the rear, I'm really digging the nice kick-up hatch spoiler right here. Just enough lip.
Just enough.
Much, and it's gonna give you downforce, and then they do a great job, just like on the headlights, they do a great job on those LED taillights. Prominent S5 badge, the Audi badge. We drop down, yes, quad tip exhaust, fully functional. I am gonna zonk this little decorative area that they did. I just keep it smooth. Let the exhaust do the speaking. Like literally, let them do the speaking for the car. And then you do have a simulated style rear diffuser that looks really clean. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and see what's powering our S5. All right, guys, we got the hood popped.
Twin turbo V6.
Struts. One thing I want to point out is you do have bracing from the shock top mount to the firewall to help stiffen up the front end of the car. Engine cover is tasteful, so I'm not going to zonk it, but underneath that engine cover is a 3-liter V6 turbocharged engine, 349 horsepower, 309 pound-feet of torque, It is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. Quarter mile goes by at 12.8. Top speed is 155 miles an hour, and that is governed at 155 miles an hour. The S5 weighs in around 4,050 pounds. MPGs, 20 in the city, 27 on the highway. And I think that's what makes this vehicle so great, is that, you know what? If A5 isn't enough, you could go the S5 route, or if you want a little bit more, there is the RS5. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire up this S5 and hear what it sounds like.
What is this about? Probably 55,000. I'm guessing 55.
All right, guys, we're sitting in this 2021 Audi S5 Sportback. I know you're saying to yourself, man, oh man, Joe, you found it. I'm falling more and more in love. I want to buy one. I want one in my garage. How much is it? MSRP, the way that this one is optioned, is right around $62,000.
62.
Let's see what you get for the money. To the door panels. Now, it's a little bit of a mixture of different materials. Just a little bit of gloss black. That carbon fiber trim is looking great. The brushed aluminum silver, very tasteful, just enough. And then, of course, you're going to get leather on the armrest, the contrast stitching. Small, though, on the pocket. Maybe 2 hot dogs from 7-Eleven and a bottle of Hawaiian Punch. Other than that, that's all you're going to be able to squeeze in there. Now, when you get to the dash, soft touch material, the carbon fiber looks very stylish. The Quattro badge, this I have mixed reviews about. First of all, I like the way it's a 10.2-inch screen. Nobody's gonna complain about 10 inches.
No.
What I am complaining about is I don't like the way it's mounted to the dash. It's almost like they took double-sided Audi Quattro tape and stuck it to the dash. But it is easy to use. You do have navigation, new for 2021, wireless Apple CarPlay. You hit the home button, very smooth. We could go into vehicle, go into Audi Drive Select. You could go into your different modes. Of course, we're gonna be staying dynamic. That puts us in race mode. You can see the little bit of racetrack there with the lights on. I'm gonna throw it into reverse. Super clear. It's like you're watching backup camera on your LED TV at home on your wall, and 360, which is great. If you're wondering why is there a dead zone, that's because the door's open. There's no dead zone. We're okay. Everything's gonna be all right. It's just the door's open. But as we drop down, look what we have. Heated seats and ventilated seats.
Okay.
Thank you, Audi. You do have dual climate, and I love the click sound. It feels like you're opening up a Wells Fargo safe from 1922 and you're about to become a millionaire. Or maybe even a billionaire, who knows? But the great news is, great knobs on the AC. You do have your toggle switches, which are great. USB, I almost said C, but it's not a C. 12 volts. You do have a little tray down here, maybe 2 Slim Jims, those short, like fun size ones.
2 Slim
Stop
Jims.
button, 2 cup holders. A little bit too much gloss black for my liking, and I wish that there was a lid. But you do have a great breath mint tray for when you're, picking up your dates and eating Funyuns, and you don't want to give them Funyun breath. But there's your Audi S branding on the key fob. You turn it around, nice and simple, tasteful. I'll put it back here.
No automatic start?
8-speed automatic.
I mean,
even
remote
like the way
start?
They got an S logo here, just in case you forgot that you got an S5. The stitching is great. Toothpick holder, so you can pick out those Funyuns out of your teeth. Not the softest armrest, but it does feel really good. And then guess what? You open it up, wireless charging. You got a pencil and pen holder for when you're going to transcribe some notes down. And then you have a USB-C in there, so you can get your fast charging there. And maybe you could put a couple peanut M&Ms in there just for the hell of it. Seats, love them. I do wish they were one-piece backs, but you do have a nice size headrest. The stitch work, perforated and everything, is just exquisite. Full power assist, of course, for the passenger and the driver. And you have that good size sunroof there, which makes life a little bit brighter for you, especially on those cloudy days. But why don't you come on over here, because there's no clouds on the business end with this Audi steering wheel. Come on over. All right, guys, business time. On the driver's side of things, you do have that very nice aluminum sill badging with the S logo down there. And then when it comes to a footbox, Audi does a great job. You got a massive dead pedal.
That is
bracing
nice.
yourself in that hard cornering. Brake pedal and throttle, looking great, all aluminum. Seat controls, easy to get to. Of course, you're gonna have some of that lower lumbar that feels oh so good. When it comes to room, 6 feet tall, even with, I'm 6 feet tall, there's not 6 feet of space in here. I'm 6 feet tall, but being 6 feet tall, I got plenty of headroom, even with the sunroof, which is great. Steering wheel, it's not a flat bottom, but I think we'll all get over that. I do like the aluminum finish here, the S logo, tasteful on the Audi badge. And if you notice, that's the grille shape right there. Kind of cool that they did that. Super slim on the spokes, nice stitching. The zonk that bothers me more than it being a flat bottom are these small paddles. Audi needs to find a new supplier of paddles. They're small, they're plastic, they just don't feel good. But boy, oh boy, what does feel good is that 12-inch virtual cockpit. You could put your navigation there. You could put all your info. Watch this, you hit the button, bam, tachometer,
Boom,
dynamic
bam.
mode. We're ready to rock and roll.
Bam.
Still shows navigation. And then when you want navigation back, hello, there it is. The best in the business, and that's one of the many reasons why I really love the interiors on these Audis is because of that virtual cockpit. But why don't we go ahead, let's check out the back seat and see, does that Sportback roof limit the headroom for your passengers back there? All right, guys, we're in the back seat of the Audi S5. The great news is, with that sexy Sportback roof design, you're still getting some really great headroom back here. I don't feel cramped, and what they did was they carved out the headliner, sort of like carving out a pumpkin on Halloween.
Okay.
Carved that out. Don't have to worry about the seats, but you got plenty of headroom. Backs of the seats, you got that plastic material, so I am going to zonk that, and the cargo net. I just think that's like almost like a Euro-German thing, but not really digging it. I'd rather have a nice solid pocket, so I am going to zonk that. But you do have 2 USBs, which they tell you are for charging only. So do not stick your tongue in any of these openings. You do have rear AC with simple controls and a 12-volt. And when it comes to legroom, feels really good. I mean, I'm ready to rock and roll back here. And then you could open and drop this guy down. Watch this. You're gonna have your 2 cup holders. Look at that. Close them back up. And then felt lining. So if you want to put your M&Ms back here, and you've always been bothered about rubbing the color off your M&Ms with the felt lining, that won't happen. Or you could put your iPhone 46 Gold Edition and it won't get scratched. And then you put it down, you're good to go. But if you're ready, let's go ahead and check out that cargo area, and then we're taking this S5 for a spin. All right, guys, one of the things that I love about this S5 is that it's a Sportback. So what you do is you hit the button and look at how nicely the whole rear opens like a hatchback, but it's a cooler name. It's a Sportback. Lots of usable space, very low loading floor, which is great. Of course, those seats will be able to fold down, but this is where the S5 is really a winner. And you're looking at 22 cubic feet of space when you're comparing this to those other models that I told you, the AMG C43 and that BMW M340i. They don't have this much cargo space to make it so versatile. But why don't we go ahead, if you're ready,
I'm ready.
Let's take this S5 for a little spin.
For a little spin.
We're in the Audi S5. Right away, Audi does a great job in their interiors. The only thing, and it's a pretty big thing, I mean, it's a 10-inch thing, is the infotainment system. It's easy to get to. The colors are great, the fonts, it's intuitive. My only gripe, and it's a big one, is that it's just stuck to the dash. I wish they could have just left virtual cockpit and leave it at that. I don't need this other stuff on the screen. I do like how the AC controls are not a screen set up in here. It's your standard AC controls. Everything else feels good. The seats are great. They're supportive without being too over bolstered or too squishy. Visibility out the Sportback, even with the headrest, it's really great. Side mirrors are attractive and also very functional. And I'm telling you, nobody does a virtual cockpit like Audi does. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it in automatic mode. We're gonna see how the transmission and this S5 performs from a slow roll on throttle. Here we go. Nice. Feels good. Brakes feel great. Let's see how we go into this roundabout.
Oh,
wow, look at that. We power right out of it.
Dashing.
Brakes.
Bro, he's literally
Smooth. The steering is great.
recording himself do
Chassis is
crimes.
Very balanced. The back end came around just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And that's what I love about how Audi does their engineering. They take all of that great work that they have developed over the years on racetracks around the world and have brought it. You don't have to get an R8. You can, and that's a great way to go, but you can go many of their other offerings and still get that great performance, and it feels good. You drive it every day, you have the Sportback versatility, and you have some amazing performance with that Quattro all-wheel drive system that really makes life extra, extra special. All right, guys, I have it in manual shift mode. I'm gonna use those small plastic paddles. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm in second gear, on throttle. Nice shifts. Downshifts are great. Super smooth. Back on throttle. Nice. I'm telling you, this turbocharged engine really produces a lot of great power. And you're not, even though it's not a twin turbo, you're not waiting for the boost, which is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, guys, one more time. Here we go. Second gear, on throttle. Yeah. Very balanced.
Bro, he's flying through those roundabouts.
Super composed, especially under braking. The downshifts. Gonna go all the way around here. Nice, the all-wheel drive. Look at that. I mean, it's crazy how this car performs. And we're not talking about 500 horsepower. We're talking about, I think, a sweet spot of horsepower, torque, balanced chassis, smooth shifting transmission. Really, really a fun car. And I'm definitely telling you, this has been worth the wait to bring you this S5. I'm so glad we were able to track it down. Next, though, is going to be that RS5. But we're going to go ahead and get back to Audi Wesley Chapel and wrap this one up. So I'll see you in a split second.
Mm. 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 Interesting. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. But now, it's time for me to go to sleep. We looked at a bunch of cars. We kind of know, got a couple ideas of some future cars. We got some ideas for some future cars. So, time to do some research and get into one. But I guess I'll see y'all next time. And until then, peace, love, and always, of course, stay freaking frenzy. Boom, 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 boom. Be out.